never changes. Welcome back. Today's war zone is a Merrick versus Word of Blake occupational zone battle. What I'd like to start off by saying is that this terrain came from a Kickstarter that I supported from a German designer named Jorge. What's coming at you, 750 points of combined arms, and we're ready for it. We have 2 sources of water, multiple alleys of fire, rock outcroppings, as well as places to hide and ambush me. I personally love George's terrain files. As you look through the significantly challenged lines of sight, and then you see the pockets of where things can go down, it's a beautifully set up board. Word of Blake forces. More mechs than vehicles, but still lots of LRM batteries. I think he had 4 hunters. First Gibson Grenadiers, my forces. Again, I only had 8 mech 16 vehicles, and 2 of my vehicles didn't have guns. 3. But deployment. Word of Blake is splitting across the back end. As you can see, the Grenadiers are also split across their back end, respectively, ready to rush out into the firefight. The funniest thing about turn 1, my lead hetzer got parked with a 12 on a vehicle damage chart, which you'll see now. Turn 1 was a beautiful outcropping of movement. Everybody was vying for position. Not a lot of damage, but now you see that damage hetzer with the orange coin underneath of it. The champion was taking pop shots, dumped out a lot of LRM fire, not a lot of hits, but everyone's moving up. The goal was to secure the center of the field and force my opponent to choose an alley to come fight in. Instead of doing what I wanted, he did exactly what I expected and denied me access to water. He used it to cover his advance and used it to cover his people. Very smart play. However, his Centurion didn't move turn 1. I got line of sight, and all my LRM batteries cracked it. It was a 12 headshot on a crit roll. Talk about a clean kill. Moving into the turn, his Pegasus tried to play sneaky and spot and got popped. Peregrines, everything in this corridor dumped and didn't kill anything, not even the infantry. I did lose one of my units on the other side, but again, Zeus X3 jumped over, tried to help out. Turn 2, heads are still there. Cracked that Thunderbolt in the face with indirect fire, another 12 headshot. My headsers are getting beat up. We got his other mech in the corridor. They didn't run away. They didn't learn their lesson. However, we doubled out. The Crusader getting pummeled by everybody jumped to block line of sight. Cracked one of his Manticores. Turn 3 was not nice for anybody. My awesome moved up and got pounded every turn. Peregrines tried to go around a corner and cracked the Zeus, failed. The missile batteries he had were just cheap, great value dumpster fires hurt, and we couldn't really work his backfield like I wanted. I really wish I had a long Tom artillery piece. Would have made all the difference. Awesome got it. His Thunderbolt got it. Couple of his vehicles got it. Champion was really wounded. Crusader's hiding out. The Crusader 4K is great for urban, not great for long-range battles because it doesn't have LRMs. It has MRMs. My fault. Turn 4. Trying to work the water, trying to work the edges, trying to work him down. This is the turn I whiffed the most because nothing connected where I wanted it to. The shots that I was expecting not to make, I actually did hit. Kind of nerve-wracking, but hey, things are things. So, scurrying around the field, we were trying to put out different directions. We finally cracked the Stinger. I lost the Zeus. These 5 vehicles, 6 vehicles were not hurt. The Akuma was pounded. This is the thing that pissed me off the most because the Zeus missed point blank. End of game. We got that little bugger. We hurt everyone we could. But when you really come down to it, there is nothing worth doing left. We cracked one of the helicopters. He still had a lot of vehicles. I had the Akuma, the Yeoman, Champion. Sup, crew? Welcome back. So, I wanted to do the post video analysis of the game. Three main themes of this game: dice hate you and my opponent. Better target selection would have sped this up. Three, Lady Luck hates everybody. So, what I liked about the match was that I didn't have to set up terrain. First and foremost, that was awesome. I wanted to play an objectives based scenario, but I'm never down for a good old shoot 'em out. I'm always down for a shoot 'em out. So the way that the ebb and the flow of the game was, we both had artillery batteries of indirect LRM fire. I should have prioritized a long-term artillery piece and use more spotters. That's on me. I was accused prematurely of running a full C3 network along with VTOLs. I used the most ineffective VTOL and C3 setup to give myself ample spotters for my LRM batteries. My opponent was so fixated on my VTOLs, he dedicated 4 turns of aggressive fire towards them and managed to pop 3 out of 4 with flak or with lucky rolls. I wouldn't have wasted those shots. My problem was I had spotters and I couldn't connect. I had short range guaranteed kills that I couldn't connect because of dice. My opponent had short range, medium range, and long range kills that should have murdered everything, and it didn't happen. He called it a 5 because he had a prior engagement. I was ready to roll to turn 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. When we did the math at the end of the game, I was up 40 plus points in material. Let me explain. Both Heirloom carriers are fresh. Both Ontoses were fresh. The Akuma was still clean. The Zeus was gone, but I still had the Yeoman, and I had other mechs. I still had the last sprint. I had everything I needed to roll forward. I lost all my prior infantry, my vehicle disposables, I should say. I lost all 4 Hetzers. I lost the Pegasus hovercraft. Still had the infantry platoon. I was rolling. He was running out of stuff to throw at me, and I was rolling up his forces on a consistent, ever-changing basis. But I lost the Akuma, I lost the Awesome, I lost the Grand Dragon, and I lost another mech. I can't remember what champion. The champion was gone too. But I still had the Crusader with 1 structure left. So overall, it was a great game. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for sticking around for the post-rep feedback. I would like, again, still see if we could have a Alpha Strike tournament that's not 350 points. Just throwing out my 2 cents. Like, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all later.